What's up guys, Renasant here, welcome back to the channel. So, you may be wondering where my clothes are. First of all, boy am I skinny. I'm not that skinny in real life, I swear. But yeah, we're continuing with our Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. Of course this is only the second episode, so we haven't made it very far. But, you're wondering why I'm so skinny. Well, or why I'm so unclothed. Well, if you go, remember we ended out in Firelink Shrine last episode. If you go up these stairs up here, you can come out here and see what's going on. You'll notice this tower back here, which is locked. We need a key for that. There's also a soul item up here. So, this is a hint right here for you. There's a item right there. And you can also, if I shut up, you may be able to hear a crystal lizard in the background. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but what is going on with my foot there? Do you see this? Friend? Okay. I don't know what's going on there, but you can actually run up this tree and jump onto that. I cannot believe I got that my first try, to be honest with you. The reason I took all my clothes off is because it actually makes you lighter, so you can do a better jump and a better roll. And that's one thing I'll talk about once we go level up again, but for now, oh, damn. So I guarantee you I'm not going to be able to do that as smoothly as I did a second ago. Yeah. It's actually not that easy to do unless you have like a live practice. Okay, but it is a lot easier without armor on for the most part. So we're gonna put the armor back on so you can get this item, and this is not what we came here for, but it's nice to have. Oh, my heart, my soul, some homeward bones. Where is our? There it is. So this is Firelink Shrine, so we're on top of Firelink Shrine right now. You can go in here, which is what we want to do. And so you're going to see there's Firelink Shrine down there. There's Ludlith, our crestfallen Hawkwood. Firekeeper is in there somewhere. There she is. So, but what you're going to notice, this beam of light, when you approach this, well, you'll see.
You, me, pickled pea. Me, bumperum.
So these are the crows from Dark Souls 1. They're the trading crows, basically. So what those are is you can drop items right here and also up there once you get to the roof, and they will trade items with you. So there's only certain items that do it. We're not going to do any right now, but we will later, I promise. This is the main treasure up here that we came up here for. Not sure what happened to this guy, but look what he's got. Our first Estus shard. So, what that is a shard soaked in Estus. It's give it to the blacksmith at the shrine to increase usage of the Estus flask. In the old days, it was rare to see an Estus flask far from its owner, but this shard offers hope, however shattered. So what that'll do is let Andre, our beloved Andre, give us, you see how we have 3 Estus flasks down there at the bottom? We will have 4 once we give him an Estus shard. So it's one of the Estus shards are one of the best items in the game, or one of the most valuable items you can get in the game. So this message probably tells you something about this wall. Illusory wall ahead. You know what? Oh, applaud. That's a great message, friend. So with illusory walls, you can hit them, you can roll into them, you can kick them. Well, I failed at kicking them. But anyway, you walk along here, drop down here, and we're going to get one of the best rings in the game as well. So normally I would tell you to check for a mimic, but we're just gonna open it because we know it's good. The covetous silver serpent ring. Amazing ring. What this does, as you can see, fallen foes yield more souls. Basically, you get more souls for every kill you get. So it's a silver ring depicting a snake that could have been, but never was, a dragon. Snakes are known as creatures of great avarice, devouring prey even larger than themselves by swallowing them whole. So, and look at it, it's beautiful. A lot of people would take that to believe that that is Kingseeker Framp or Cath, one of those two primordial serpents. I am kind of the opinion that that is not what it's referring to, but it's very possible for sure. And yes, we are taking our clothes back off. Basically, we're going to jump back up there because there's one more thing I want to show you up there. So how to get there, by the way, you just go up the stairs. And there's another stairwell right here you can go up. And this is from Dark Souls 2. It's a giant tree. There should be a, yeah, examine. So as you beat certain bosses, a seed of a giant tree will fall right here. Basically what that does is if invaders invade your world, you can use the seed of a giant tree to, oh god, that was terrible, to make enemies react to invaders, which I'll show you at some point. Oh, this is a lot harder to get this time around, huh? I'm not even running up the damn thing. Come on, little scrawny man. My quick load under 30, yeah. Oh, we don't have to do this right now, but there we go. So we're just gonna run over here and we're gonna see our old friend again from the last episode. Our good old buddy, the Master. Only this time, we are sneaking around him, basically. You see him get all PO'd. Oh, we will fight you, friend, don't worry. So yeah, there's a little hidden path back here. You can actually go back, and there should be a crystal lizard back here. Which, if you're unaware, crystal lizards, there's those little things, they will run from you when they find you, when they see you for the first time. They get spooked and they run. They often, not always, but often drop these twinkling titanite, which, as it says, reinforced weapons steeped in strength. So this is what you use to level up boss weapons. Titanite scale is for like special weapons that you find around the world. Twinkling titanite's for boss weapons. So these unique weapons cannot be reinforced with ordinary titanite, nor can they be infused, unless one uses this twinkling titanite, which reinforces these weapons without unraveling their inherent strength. So it's very useful. If you want to ever make boss weapons, at least, it's very useful. So our buddy, our pal down here. So we're a little bit stronger now than last time, so... we'll try fighting him again and see what happens. Oh, get parried, friend. Oh. So he's still kind of wrecking us. Run away. Now he will parry that. Oh, by the skin of our chinny chin chin. So we got quite a lot of good stuff from him, which I will show you momentarily. Get safe here. There we go. Go back into our Firelink Shrine. That's actually going to be it for Firelink Shrine for right now, at least. But I'm going to explain the stats in this episode. So, as you can see at the top, we're level 15. It shows the amount of souls we have and the amount of souls required to get to the next level. So every stat on every attribute over here affects something. Everything does, even luck. And we'll just start at the top. So vigor, obviously, is going to affect our HP, and it will also slightly affect all of our defenses. As you can see, not much, but the HP is the big thing. See, we go from 550 HP to 594, so that's a 44 more HP for 1 point of vigor. So that is awesome for the most part. And you can see it made our lightning defense go up by 1, so that's kind of secondary. Every stat has a main governing, every attribute has a main governing stat, but they all have secondary ones as well. So attunement is just like vigor, but for FP instead of HP. So you can see it goes from 93 to 98. It also increases our lightning defense. And the other big thing with attunement, which you won't be able to see right now, but in the bottom right corner, you see where it says attunement slots. So that's the number of spells that we can have equipped to us at one time. So right now our attunement slot's only 1, so we can only equip 1 spell. Not very useful, but as you level this up, that will go up as well. Endurance, same thing as vigor and attunement, but for stamina, and it also affects our defense as well. So you can see our stamina goes from 95 to 97. Vitality is going to be your primary defense and equip load. So you see our equip load goes from 55 to 56. And all of our, well, not all, but a large portion of our physical defenses and our lightning defense go up by 2, and then lightning goes up by 1. So that's how we wear heavier armor, use heavier weapons and whatnot. Strength's going to make all your attacks go up slightly, and then dex will do the same thing. If your weapon's a dex scaling weapon or a strength scaling weapon, is what these will affect. Strength also affects your defense quite significantly. Dex, on the other hand, affects your casting speed. So if you have high dex, like say 30 or 40, you will cast spells and pyromancies and miracles a lot faster. Similarly, intelligence and faith, they both increase like certain magic type defenses, but the main thing with these is intelligence is for casting sorceries, faith is for casting miracles, and an even amount of both of these is for casting pyromancies. So pyromancy, which is really good, by the way, like fire spells and stuff like that, you want to have an equal amount of int and faith. Luck is pretty garbage, but there are some attributes that make it, worthwhile. It affects the bleed that you inflict on enemies, and obviously affects your item discovery. So we're gonna go with more strength, probably.
Farewell, Ashen.
And then I'm going to briefly go over equip load with you. So take everything off. Our equip load is 2.2. So you see how this long roll, it's called fast rolling, but it's not actually any faster than a medium roll. It really just means you can roll for a longer distance and you have more iframes. So like if we start right here with our left foot on that second stair, and right there, and we roll, well, there, we land in the bloodstain. Okay, so let's put our armor back on, shall we? So now you see we went from 2.2 equip load to 49.17. I mean 49.1% equip load, which is that weight ratio at the top right corner. So see how we didn't quite make it to the bloodstain. And it's not, I can't get it to be as straight, but you can tell we're not rolling as far. So this is what's called mid-rolling. So basically anything from 0 to 30% equip load, you're going to be fast rolling. Again, it's not actually faster, it just lets you roll farther. So that anything from 0 to 30% weight ratio. Now, mid-rolling is going to be anything from 30.1% to 70%. So even with all of this on, we're at 62.7%. So we're rolling at the same speed that we would be if we were at 31% or 35%. Now, fat rolling, on the other hand, is when you're above 70%. So we're just to equip all this. So you see how it's our weight ratio up there is 76.4% now. You're about to see a terrible fat roll. Oh man. I mean, it's like a diabetic roll. It's just no good. So you really don't ever want to be doing that. It's bad for business. So that pretty much well explains that for the most part. There's one more thing we need to do, and remember that Estus shard we got on the roof? We want to go give that to our buddy old pal old Andre.
Just wasn't he?
So you just give him that, and then you can allot it to where you'll have 5 of those now instead of 4. So we're pretty much done here for the most part, at least for now. So we are going to travel to our first available new bonfire, which is the High Wall of Lothric. So, we are now at the High Wall of Lothric. Yeah, I've never noticed before that kind of looks like the coiled sword. Just a lot smaller, really. This is just a little tomb, I guess. I don't know why it teleports you here. The bonfire's right outside. Get ready for beautiful vision, or visions of beauty. Oh, look at Lothric Castle, man. We don't have our binoculars yet, but God, look at it. It's so freaking beautiful. On PC especially, my God. There's the low wall down there. Probably the Farron Keep. That's a beautiful picture. Not really sure what's going on with these guys, but they look like they've been impaled or something by sticks. Dead dragon. Nothing to see here, folks. Go ahead and light our bonfire. So this should be called the High Wall of Lothric, and it is. So right off the rip here, we have 2 different directions we can go. We can go this way, where these dogs and this sneaky archer is that's hiding right here. See this guy? But we're actually gonna not go that way right off the rip. We're gonna take this path. And you'll see why in a second. Basically, this is a dead end. This is not. So down here and see what we can get into. So right off the rip, you see all these guys praying. These hollows are actually not hostile at the moment. That one, however, is. So we want to kill that one first. You see, none of these guys are even attacking us. But this guy, you see, nope, stop. So that lantern he was holding, if he were to have screamed a little bit longer with that, all of these hollows, well, not all of them, but a lot of them would have attacked us. This guy is tripping me out. Wonder. Interesting. This guy down here is also aggressive. You know, I lied to y'all. This is not a dead end, I don't think. I don't know, man. It's been so long since I've played. We're just gonna explore anyway. So down here you can get some more fire bombs. You'll notice an item right there. We can't get it right now, but in just a second we will be able to. First of all, let's kill all these hollows. So like I said, they're not aggressive, but you do get free souls from them, and they also drop broken straight swords apparently. Like I said, there's no reason to kill them except for the souls, and it's very, very few souls. There's a soul item. So you, again, you see a guy with a lantern, always go for the guy with the lantern. So he didn't wake these up yet. Take care of all of them. Of all of them. It's that Mississippi grammar. Watch out for that little ambush over there. This guy. If you don't learn anything else from Dark Souls, you'll learn to never trust enemies on the ground. See? Little ambush waiting for us. One of my favorite items in the game right here. La la, binoculars. And we're gonna go ahead and equip that to our quick bar immediately. So what this will let us do is zoom in. That's literally it. But you know what? It's worth it. Can't remember how to zoom in though with an Xbox controller. How the hell do you... Ah, okay, there we go. So yeah, it's just a cool little happy. Remember that little item I said we couldn't get earlier? If you come around this giant dragon corpse, come over here, you actually can get it. And it's gold pine resin. So what that does is, we'll read the description. It's rare pine resin which emits golden sparks. Chunks of it are even rarer. It temporarily applies lightning to your right-hand weapon. So what, I mean, it's basically what it says. It's going to temporarily apply lightning to your right-hand weapon. So it's like a buff. Oh, FromSoft. We'll come back for him. So I lied a minute ago saying that this way was a dead end and the other way wasn't. It's the other way around, actually. So this way is actually the dead end, but it is the way that we want to go. So first things first, kill this guy. If you don't, yes, he has a crossbow and he will snipe you from up here. Now, what I like to do is wait on one of these dogs. There's two of them over here. I like to wait on one of them to go ahead and come over here so I don't have to deal with two of them at the same time. That's just personal preference, but... Hello, friend. Again, you can hear these guys. They're so loud with their breathing. Again, they're not hostile though, so you don't have to kill them. You watch out for these guys. They got some range on them. Ooh, guard broke. You can really just go around them and backstab them, but I made it more complicated than it had to be there. See, it killed somebody over here, it looks like. Oh. We fail you, friend. So up here, there's a couple of enemies. Let's see if I can... So you can see this guy praying. So that's, again, that's one of those non-hostile hollows. But there's going to be a couple over here. See a couple things going on. Now you see that guy sitting there with his little helmet. That's the guy you want to rush down and kill. No, I lied. This is the guy you want to rush down and kill. The guy right behind the guy with the helmet. So did you see all that, like, acid come off of him? If you don't kill him quickly, he will transform into a friggin' nightmare thing. So we're not gonna let him do that right now. So this is a very important item used for kiting enemies and whatnot. It is a longbow, which I don't think really has any kind of lore or anything on it, but we'll check it just to see. Longbow commonly used by hunters. Arrows must be equipped in order to use bows. Up to 2 kinds of arrows can be equipped at any time. Yeah, so not really nothing special there. But it is very useful, and we will be using it to an extent. So that's pretty much it for this side. We'll go back over here. Or actually, I can show you. Oh, Jesus! I'll show you down here. There's not really anything you can do down here right now, but it's good to go ahead and familiarize yourself with the area and the layout. You can actually get like a sneak peek of things to come, so the enemies aren't actually rendered, unfortunately, but I mean, just look at this. This is just... So we are going to go there. That's actually where a boss is, down there. And there's also, believe it or not, a boss in there, I believe. Not 100% sure. But yeah, we can go down here, but we can't actually do anything yet. No ambush. There's a door that should be locked from... Yes, okay. Like I said, it's been a while. Still trying to remember. So let's go back up here. We're not going to rest at the bonfire, so we don't have to respawn all these enemies. I left one alive, apparently. And I missed. Missed a stationary enemy. So this is something pretty interesting. Look at that. Is that leaves? Or if you've ever played Skyrim, is that the dragon's soul? I don't know. Seems to be a little much for leaves. So we already saw this guy. We know this guy's over here. So we're just gonna bait him out. Oh, there was somebody back there. I would have never guessed. Oh. Just trying to parry him, but it didn't work out. Ooh, iron round shield. That's actually a rare drop from these guys, I believe. And it is actually classified as a small shield, so you can parry with this thing fairly easily. It's an orthodox round small shield made from metal. Small shields offer little damage absorption and stability, but they're lightweight and ideal for parries. So let's go down here and see. It's really a dark place. The outside of Lothric's beautiful, but the inside, like inside these little dungeons and whatnot, it's just well, it's dungeonous basically. It's like a dungeon. So you'll see we got quite a fair amount of enemies over here. Ooh. Hello. So with these guys, just kind of try to kind of kite them over here one at a time if you can. Oh, we got another longsword. So if you did not start as a knight, that's how you can get a longsword. Ooh. God, I love the moveset of the longsword though. So I wanted to just go ahead and kill all these guys before we advance, because I'm going to try something. So if you come up here all the way up these stairs, you will have a very, very bad time. As you can see, a friggin' dragon will land and will start burning all these poor guys to a crisp. We're gonna try to make a run for it to get items. So we got the club. You gotta open that door. That over there, unfortunately, is the item we really want. So I'm actually going to quit out of the game and save right there. So that should make it to where all that fire is not there anymore. And I should be able to make it to that item, maybe. Yes, we're Hero of Ash. I may die here, I don't know. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this. We got the item. So we have like no health, but we're still alive. And we got what we came here for. Now we just need to wait on this fire. Ugh. So it's very hard to do all that, but it's you really just want to try to sprint to that item, save quit out of the game, grab the item, and just haul ass. And down here we're going to encounter our first lovely, lovely mimic. So if you look really closely, you can see it breathing. How about that? Well, you saw it breathing. Also, notice how its chain is facing towards us. That's another sign that it's a mimic, but anyway. Mimics are very, very dangerous, so basically, if it hits you with that, you will die. If it kicks you, you will die. So you really just want to circle around its ass like this. Make sure you watch your stamina. Woo. And dead. And you get a pretty good bit of souls. I mean, 1,650 souls. So what we got from that is this deep battle axe, which I'll go ahead and tell you is not very good. It's basically just a battle axe that's been infused with a dark gem. So you can look at it. Easily wielded axe crafted for battle and inflicting standard damage. Its weight can be used to inflict high damage, but must be used carefully as it leaves its wielder open to retaliation. So it's not very good. The main thing out of all this that we came here for, that we can't use right now, disregard, we can use right now, is this bad boy right here, the Claymore. That's what we wanted. That's going to be our main weapon that we're going to be using from now on. It's going to make us a little over encumbered, but that is okay because we will just probably, I don't know if that's going to do it. Yeah, we're just going to take those off. Looks a little funky. But now we have a great sword. So Claymore is a classic weapon. It's a great sword. It's got an amazing moveset. It's got a right trigger thrust. Now you can just see. It's got that to guard break foes. Actually, that could be used to guard break them as well. But yes, this is what we're going to be using for right now. So. Now you do not have to go this way if you don't want to get to the next area, but this is just the way that we are going. This is the way I would recommend going. So when you come out here, there's going to be a couple of enemies. The main one you want to watch out for is going to be the one that comes out of that door over there, and you'll see why in a moment. He's a pretty tough, there he is. He's a pretty tough enemy. Let's go ahead and kill these guys. So this is what's called a Lothric Knight. If you played older Dark Souls, if you played older Dark Souls, you might recognize this guy as a Balder Knight. But in this game, they're called Lothric Knights. They're not too bad, but they can be very aggressive, very aggro, and they can do some bad stuff. They can mess your world up. So just kind of try to bait them to do a shield bash and come around them and backstab them if you can. So you'll notice if we had not noticed these dead enemies, this is where, before we triggered the dragon, this is where you could have gone. You could have gone over here. Of course, that door wouldn't have been open, so. But this one, you can still go through. You'll just have to deal with that Lothric Knight. Oh, hello. So there's a friend waiting to ambush you there. So we're going to go out here and grab this item, which, of course, is fire bombs, because every item in the game is a fire bomb, apparently. And we're going to come out here and go up these stairs, and guess what? A bonfire! Hey! And our friendly neighborhood dragon. So there's just a couple more things I want to do on this episode. If you come around here, you can get a Titanite shard, so that's always good. There's a couple more things I want to do on this episode. One of the things being, want to go down here just to show y'all something. So we got, is it just the one guy? No, there's another guy over there. These guys, you see these barrels? These are barrels filled with gunpowder, and some of these hollows actually have fire bombs. It's very nasty. This is the way they. Well, all right, hold on. Let me keep my train of thought. If they throw the fire bombs at you and they hit those barrels filled with gunpowder, these right here that have the rope on them, you will die. They will explode and you will die. So that is the way forward. I don't know why this guy. Oh man, I don't know why this guy triggered to come out already, but this guy and that guy are both waiting on the edges to ambush you. These guys are not hostile. Again with the dead dragon, man, with the soul, like, see, that's what, with this one being over here, that's what makes me think that it's not leaves. It's like their actual essence being absorbed. And you can't see what's absorbing them right now, but in the future, I will show you something cool about that. That one has not been absorbed yet, sadly. We're actually not going to proceed this way, as that's the way to the boss and everything. And this video is running a little long, so I am going to show you down here, though. So if you continue going down here, you see this old this guy looks friendly enough, right? You'll notice that that's locked. We will be back. Not right now, but eventually. So this guy, he's slow. You can just bait him to attack, go behind him and backstab him, then give him one R2 and he should be dead. More barrels with gunpowder in them. You can see Dark Souls trying to get you right here. So what they want you to see is the enemy. You see the enemy and you're like, oh, okay, it's an enemy, it's a trap, whatever. What's kind of hard to notice, though, is that he's not actually holding... Oh, yeah, he is holding a sword. He's also holding something in his other hand, which is fire bombs. And if you notice, like I just told you, all of these freaking barrels with the ropes on them, these are all filled with gunpowder. So we want to sprint by this as quick as possible. And you see that? They're a freaking firebomb. So kill him before he throws any in here, because let me just give you an idea of what will happen. Oh, hello. Forgot about this guy. I didn't really forget him, but I didn't think he'd trigger. Normally he's right there, like sitting right here looking at the wall. I don't know why he came over here. We'll look at the mail breaker here in a second, but I just want to give you an idea of what's going on with these fire bombs here, why I'm so like cautious about them. Well, if I could hit them. This is the worst. Yeah, look at that. It's like a nuke. So, be careful. Get some throwing knives. And then we also got the mail breaker, which is not good at all. But it is a small sword made for thrusting attacks. This hard, edgeless sword can pierce through tough armor and boasts a deadly critical attack. Its critical is actually not great. It's 125. There are better options out there. It's like a little, I don't know what it is. It's not a knife. That's how you break them, I guess. But it's just, I wouldn't recommend using it. So we keep on going down here. There shouldn't be any enemies or anything. We see this lovely bloke right here. Hello, friend. He won't talk to us, and he's locked in there. So, what is this man? He's got, I mean, he's clearly human or undead because, I mean, look at him. Anyway, we will rescue our friend. For now, let's just go back to our bonfire. Which, as you recall, I'm just showing you how to get back there. This area is not super sprawling, so it's not hard to find for the most part, but that's the way forward that we're going to go to next episode. And that's where we came from originally, and then this will be our bonfire. Now we can rest. Rest easy. Dragon friend is still there. So that is gonna do it, I believe, for this episode. God, look at it. Yep, that's gonna do it. Good little wave. If you liked the video, make sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.